Let's actually remove that designation because we don't need it. Is this warm stone? Interesting. So it probably comes in like this. We'll find that pretty soon. Riga? What's the question? Okay. So we can come along this way again. We don't need to do... Oh, well, we don't want to do this one. Okay. Oh, is that a place in Latvia? Ah, wow. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, that's fine. This is all fine. This is fine. Okay. Let's see if we can't get around this. I'm really hoping. So the rest of our miners are coming down. Discovering lots of warm stone. Let's see, okay. But I think we're finding the end of it. I think we're going to be able to get this around. Ah, much snow. It snowed here today, crazily enough. We haven't had that much snow yet this season, which has been surprising. But finally, we got our second snow of the year, or not the year of winter. So more than just of the year. Even more time has been going on with no snow. Just nice little cute snowflakes when I went out to go into town earlier today. Okay. Lots of pausing as all that goes on. More fighting. The mole dogs are continuing to fight the normal dogs. I believe this is all okay. Yep, I'm just going to keep checking it every once in a while to make sure my dwarves aren't dying while I'm not looking at them. That would be a bummer and a half. Okay, it looks like it's curving around quite nicely. So there's more hot stone though, so we definitely want to bring this like this, and then this over, and then connect it. And see if we can't get them to find all the limits of this thing of lava. -20. Wow. That's insane. That's a lot of snow, too. Yeah, exactly. -20 Celsius is where it's already starting to get to the point where it's like near -20 Fahrenheit. I think, isn't -40, I think, is the sweet spot where they actually match up. But still, -20 Celsius is very cold. And see, it looks like we're finding it. Looks like we're getting there. Looks like we're getting there. Oh, we're so close to just closing this up. Having a nice loop around. Let's see, so what's the hot stone? Yeah, it's going to close off right there, and then we're actually going to want to check on the floor above it as well, just to see kind of the shape that it actually has. Because this might still be an active lava layer, or this might be a cavern above the lava. And that's what we're really trying to find out. That's the overall goal of this whole thing. So there, we found out all the warm stone. So coming up, so now it's like this. So our hope is that it's like this up here. So you see it's a smaller circle. So we want to mine out all of this, come around it like this, come around it like this, come around it like this, and come around it like this. So this is pretty crude. And we're going to go ahead and fill it in a little bit extra, like that. So this is a very crude idea of where it might be. And if we're lucky, we nailed it. If we're lucky, we nailed it. And that would give us an idea that then on this floor it would be very little, and on this floor it would be safe to dig through and discover the Great Magma Sea. That is the hope. That is the whole goal here, essentially. Now the woodburner is hunting, and the woodburner had to withdraw because he was scared of combat. And that's just fine, I suppose. You can be afraid of combat as a hunter. That is allowed. Oh, and also I should remove my designation from in there. Okay.
Why do you think I can do this?
Now, it might be bigger up here, and that would be confusing. That would be confusing. Shouldn't be. Because with this being hot, I think this is the bottom layer. Like, this is the top of the cavern where it is actually just straight magma underneath. And this is kind of like a little channel, a little chute up from there. That is actually separate from our volcano. We have a volcano, and they're similarly shaped, which leads me to believe that this is actually, this could be a second volcano that would be on the other peak. Whoa, that was a lot of noise all at once. Well, let's pause real quick. What happened? Interrupted by combat. Cancels return kill. There were a lot of noises going on there. What in the world? Okay, he just shot another naked mole dog and got scared by it. Flying bolt strikes the naked mole dog in the left leg. Okay, cool. Yeah, as long as it's not any of my people getting hurt, we're fine. Yeah, as long as it's not any of my people. What else happened? Okay, I think he's just scared. Yeah, he's just, again, scared of the combat that he just got in. Because that's what happens when they aren't well trained. Man. Now, where are the rest of my... So they're up drinking. Okay, that's acceptable. Naked Mole Dog is fighting back, but the Hunter is winning handily. Lots of combat sounds. Yep, alright, he's going in, he's continuing to fight. All is going well. You know, I should make sure that I have enough quivers. I can actually now go F2. Yes, bam, that's awesome. Not there, but here we want to... Okay, a lot of leather stuff hasn't been made. And that leads me to believe that my only leather workers have died. So let's go. We are going to sort by nothing. See, do we have any leather workers? We have some leather workers. This one is currently constructing something else. And this one is currently on soldiering duty. So we should find some other people to be leather workers. Leather working. These guys would be fine at it. Let's not make our masons it, but let's do instead these two. And these, not this one because he's our carpenter. So, 3 new leather workers. Welcome to the team. I'm actually going to be fairly good at it too. A tendon has been torn. Yeah, it's, I mean, it's just super detailed. If I go back in, I don't know if you were watching, oops, I don't want that repeating, but I don't know if you were watching before, but if I go back into the actual, the goblin combat that I had, I don't think I ever looked deeply into it to show you how it works, but the combat in this game is absurdly complicated. Oh, is it not going to show us? Is it too far back? Oh, it might be too far back. Yeah, it's too far back. It's deleted all of that history because it only saves a certain amount. But it goes as deep as like how whether or not, you know, like a finger is cut off, or whether they grab the arm and whether that bruises the muscle, or if it breaks the bone or sprains something, and then that affects how they can swing their weapons later on. And if they hit it in a certain place, it can damage a specific muscle, and it keeps track of all of it. And now if we actually go into the health of our dwarves, we read our dwarves real quick and go into health. All right, Nisander. It was awesome having you here. I will see you around. Tomorrow, if you come back, I'll be here. But yeah, you can see that Tholtig currently still has a fracture. A fracture in his rib, and then infected tissue in the left foot, a liver infection, and an infected wound on the upper body. So that's going to be bad stuff. I hope that he gets better. I wonder if he has not been taken good enough care of. Here we've got torn arteries in the left upper arm. A severed motor nerve for wire-rick brain terror. Really bad stuff. I think they're still recovering. Yeah, this guy's on a crutch, in fact. But yeah, it's very, very detailed with all of this stuff. Yes, exactly. Very, very detailed. Let's go ahead and go back to our mine. Let's see. A tendon in the left true ribs has been torn. Yeah, he is really taking apart these naked mole dogs, which is really great because that's meat and leather for us. That is no more mole dogs attacking our actual dogs, which is exactly what we want. Let's actually go DX and just not do that. No need to. Hey, warm stone. Let's see how it is on the exact same point. Would you look at that? So I get the feeling that it's generally going to be the exact same. So we want to go from here. We want to make sure we get all of that. So it's going to be, oops, like this. Now, is this always going to be... Yeah, okay, so this will get us around it over there. But we do need to come a little bit further down. If we go... Yeah, so we need to get around this. So we actually need to come like this. Will that go around it? Nope, not quite. Like this, too. So if it's all the exact same, I don't know what that'll mean. I think that'll mean that it's actually another volcano. In which case, we really don't want to dig into it. Because if we dig into that, we will just immediately have lava spewing out into our fortress. And a lot of it, too. Because it actually fills back up to the level with which the volcano is filled. So we might have found like a pretty deep channel of lava right here that we might be dealing with now. Yeah, because I think it's staying exactly the same. Yeah, it is. It's exactly the same, and it is shaped very similarly to our volcano. So I think we've found another shaft of volcanism. Is it exactly? It is exactly the same all the way through. Interesting. Interesting. All right, we've got more hunting happening. All right, all still fine. He isn't getting hurt. Yes, so all is fine there. He's using up a lot of our bolts, but I think that's making him a better Dwarf, so I'd say that's worth it. It's reasonable. And we have so much iron and so much steel that it should be fine. I should definitely stop making steel bolts, though. I'm going to come back up here, and I'm going to make silver bolts, because we have lots and lots of silver. Oh, I can just go F2. No, F3 for our forges. No, F4. F4 is our forges. There we go. Still getting used to that. Iron bolts, we don't want them to be iron bolts even. We're going to go ahead and we're going to undo that. We're going to cancel this. We're going to go A, ammunition. We're actually going to start making silver bolts because we have lots and lots of silver. R, Alt W, Shift A, bolts of any metal. Now 193, wow. It's a lot that we have, so we're going to be good there. We're going to say 150 to 200 is what we're going to have it at. So we're going to go Shift R. 150 to 200 bolts of any metal. Perfect. All right, let's have this keep going. So it looks like it is just exactly the same. So we can go ahead and kind of do all of this sort of stuff. And sort of just remove the designation from like all of this, because they're not going to be able to do it. If we remove all of that, they're just not going to be able to do it because it's going to be a warm stone. So now we want to connect this though, right? Like that's going to be, oh, actually we're going to want to go like that as well. But yeah, this way we'll have less of them stopping it. So like we want to go, all of this get taken away. But then we still want them to come around it, so we want to go like this. And that should work out just fine. Now this should be hot stone. Oh, let's see, where have we discovered the hot stone? Right there, yes, exactly where it was. Yeah, look at that. It is just one perfect channel. Silver is not good for bolts. Silver makes best hammers and maces. Iron and steel are good for bolts, or bronze if I don't have iron. The only reason I'm making steel, so I have around 100, or it's the only reason I'm making silver, is I have around 150 iron bolts at the moment. And I didn't bother making any steel bolts because I want to save the steel for like armor and things like that. And I want to have a bigger reserve of bolts, but I also don't want to eat any more into my iron because I don't know how much more iron I actually have on this map. So I'm going to just make the rest out of silver just because I have an absurd amount of galena. I have an absolute, just inane amount of galena on the map. And like some of it is up in stockpiles, absolutely filling my stockpiles, and a bunch of it is still just sitting around waiting to be carried up. So I do know that steel and iron and then copper and bronze and, I said that weird, bronze and like, not brass, brass is not as good, but those things are better for the bolts and for other piercing weapons. But just kind of as a reserve and like a secondary thing, I am going to just make some silver bolts just as a backup, essentially. And we want to go X, so we want to go like this. I'm going to undo all of that. We want to go click like this. We want to undo all of this. We want to go from here, undo all of this. From here, undo that. From here, undo this. Oops, I went down too far. From here, undo this. I think I did that right, yes. We want to undo all of this.